High gas prices are squeezing, even though the crude crisis is fading away. Good day, everyone. Welcome to the video of the day. So, crude oil prices have almost fully calmed down from the Iran war spike. So, gas should be getting cheaper too, right? It's not. Gas, diesel, and jet fuel are all going up right now. Here's the disconnect. Nobody's explaining you clearly. Let's start. So, there is a strange gap in it. Here's what makes this genuinely unusual. Gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel prices are rebounding even as crude oil itself is down. Normally, this move together is a crude where raw ingredient fuel is the finished product. Right now, the gap between the cost of refined fuel and raw crude oil is a record high in the US and other region. Even though global oil benchmarks have largely erased the spike caused by the Iran war. The real number. As of July 10, regular unleashed gasoline in the US averaged at $3.88 a gallon, the third highest price on record for this time a year. Diesel is sitting at the second most expensive level ever recorded for this time of a year. So why this happening? So if crude oil is coming down, what's actually driving fuel price higher? It comes down to refining capacity, not crude supply. US refineries have been running at maximum capacity for months straight, which raised the risk of mechanical breakdowns that could choke off supply even further. One senior fuel trader at Trafigura put it very simply that refineries are running at very high utilization, yet inventories are still shrinking. There's also a weak factor, and in Europe, extreme heat has forced refineries to cut output by as much as 15% during heat waves since cooling systems can't keep us. And hurricane season, which runs through November in the southern US, adds another layer of refinery risk. On top of that, some of the price increase comes from record high price cost for renewable fuel compliance credit that US refineries are required to hold, a cost that gets passed down to consumers at the pump. Now, who is filling it? This isn't just a driver problem, it's showing up in corporate earnings too. PepsiCo has specifically pointed to gas prices as a reason for slumping consumer demand. And Vanguard's money managers are actively buying insurance against inflation staying stickier than expected, specifically because of fuel cost. Airlines are in similar spot, even though jet fuel costs have eased somewhat. Airfares are staying high as carriers try to recoup loss from earlier in the war. Now the financial part of the discussion, that don't assume falling headline oil price mean falling price at the pump anytime soon. Defining bottlenecks can keep fuel expensive even when crude gets cheaper. The White House has pointed to steps like waiving some gasoline blending requirements to ease the supply, but analysts are warning consumers to brace for a continued pressure, especially with the Russian export ban and ongoing Middle East tensions still squeezing the global supply. If you are budgeting for travel this summer or a run business with fuel heavy logistic costs, it's worth planning around fuel staying elevated a while longer, regardless of what the crude oil headline says. Now to conclude, crude oil calming down, fuel price climbing anyway. It's a rare disconnect and refining capacity is the real story behind it. So subscribe the channel to get more insights about this. Make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, family, colleagues too. Welcome to Money Brief. Let's grow together.